Call in, connect. To speak to Randi, call 561-270-3844. 561-270-3844.
When they talk about process, that is a smokescreen. What none of the representatives you just had on would take on is that they've already put this out there. This is their written agenda that they had put forward during the midterms, that they are going to use the debt ceiling as leverage to take American seniors hostage. This is their plan. They voted to raise the debt ceiling 3 times under the Trump administration. This is all about forcing us to make cuts to Social Security, where the hard-earned earnings of Americans reside, and Medicare, so that they can, enact that in the middle of a crisis. That is taking our seniors hostage. We have to be clear about this. And all the talk about process and amendments and germaneness, that is cover for what they're really trying to do.
Right. And, they've tried to privatize Social Security, before. And they've been successful in some areas. For instance, Medicare Part C. You see all those thousands and thousands of commercials like, they come faster than a speeding bullet at you if you watch regular television. I will tell you, the kids, they don't watch regular television. They have no idea. But the Medicare Part C commercials, they're on ad nauseum, right? And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get seniors who qualify for Medicare to give up their Medicare, traditional Medicare, and to go buy into Medicare Part C, which is a private version of Medicare. Now, the way that those companies make their money is they collect the premiums from people who are able to, qualify for Medicare, right? And so the private Part C companies, they take the premium, they get the premium, okay, for you, and then they shove you into an HMO, basically. There's a little more nuance to it, but that's just basically how you should understand it. And also understand this little factoid. If you choose to go outside of traditional Medicare and choose the private Medicare Part C plans, right, and you stay in the private plan for more than 12 months, you actually are giving up your right to get Medicare, traditional Medicare, for the rest of your life. And a lot of people don't understand this. This is one attempt to privatize Medicare, okay? And it's siphoned off millions of Medicare premiums and given it to private insurance companies who then limit the networks of doctors that you can see. It's a return of the HMO. So, honestly, yes, they're after that. They want your Social Security trust fund money. They want your Medicare trust fund money. They want those last big, giant tranches of money. That's what they're after. It's what they want. And they will do anything at all to get there, to get it, to take it. And you need to understand that the debt ceiling is a perfect opportunity for them to create massive crisis/chaos. And so while any bill that comes to the House floor that could be voted, by a majority of the Republicans now to privatize Medicare or to privatize Social Security or to put you in an insurance pool or whatever it is that they have in their pea brains that is, something that they want to do to you, they can do it if they hold us hostage to not raising the debt ceiling. And then the Senate is going to have to make a decision about whether or not they think this game of chicken is about to actually unfold. And if they think that the Republicans have the votes to crash the global economy, and it would be a crash of the global economy. Forget about, recession. I mean, it would throw us into a massive global depression, right? Wall Street would make 2008 look stupid. That was just the housing market crashing. Can you imagine if they could crash the entire system of government of the United States? And that is where we find ourselves as season whatever 118 of the Republican Congress starts the new series. Okay, the new season. Truly, this is unbelievable. Spiros in New York.
Hi, Randy. How you doing? First time caller, first time getting in. My question pertains to the Social Security and raising the age to 70 that I've been hearing about lately. As an active contributor to the Social Security, can I demand or file suit against the pension department, demanding all my contributions?
Get a lawyer and see what he says.
Okay.
But
That's what I wanted.
But yeah, I mean, it's already, like 66 and 8 months to get Social Security. And then you get a certain amount. And if you wait until you're 70, they'll give you like another $1,000 a month. This is all a game. It's all a game.
So they want us to die and not be able to spend any of our pension.
That's right. That's right. And so if you want to, figure out whether or not you have any rights on the trust fund, then I suggest you talk to, somebody who's, schooled in the trust funds.
Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
But I doubt it. I think if the government, makes new rules for Social Security and they pass it not that this president would ever sign it into law, but if it happened, I don't know that you would be able to do anything about it. I really honestly don't. But what you could do something about, what we all could do something about, is the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling itself, which is the vehicle by which they will create this crisis. This is the vehicle by which they will try to intimidate the United States Senate, which Democrats control by one vote, right? If they start playing this game of chicken with the global economy, with the full faith and credit of the United States, I would suggest that what has to happen is that the Supreme Court has got to be petitioned to insert itself to finally and once and for all declare that this debt ceiling thing is bogus. That the full faith and credit of the United States of America shall not be questioned is written in bedrock. And that this game of chicken that these Republicans want to play in order to create chaos in which they can steal then is just a bogus attempt at intimidation and a tactic that is not allowed in the United States of America. Just saying. Jason in Simi Valley.
Yes, Randy, good afternoon. I have just two questions. Question one is, if they want to repeal that act,
to hate on US 109 in half a mile. You're still on the fastest route.
Do they not have to put it through the Senate and have Biden sign it? And theoretically, if the Constitution says the full faith and credit won't be questioned, could not Biden just say as president saying, I have to intercede here?
Yes. And I think that's what should happen. I seriously believe that the full faith and credit of the United States of America shall not be questioned has meaning. It has definite meaning. And that somebody has to petition the Supreme Court and insist that it has meaning before they create a default of the United States, full faith and credit, before they actually play chicken with our economic ability to, live. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.